Hi everyone, I'm going to start Python course very soon from tomorrow or day after tomorrow onwards. And before getting into that programming part, that is Python programming specially, we need to know something regarding computer and how it works and what is programming language, these kind of things. So first, what is a programming language? Before getting into programming language, we need to know what is a computer. First, computer is a machine, okay, and it can only understand electric pulse. It can't understand human language. It can only understand electric pulse, that is 1 and 0, and we call that as binary language. Binary language or binary number system, we can call it, okay. So everything, even A, B, C, the characters which we use or the special characters, whatever it is, everything must be represented in binary format only so that computer can understand. So, but unfortunately, the main thing is as humans, it is very difficult to us to understand binary language, binary number system. So for that, to overcome that issue, we came up with a new thing known as high level language. What is this high level language? It is not a binary language, it is a high level language, and we use some special keywords like else, if else, where, for, this, class, public, int. These are all keywords. By using in keywords which we can understand, we created a language, and we created our language. That is fine, high level language we created, but that need to be converted into mission level language, right? So for that translation, we developed a compilers and interpreters. These compilers and interpreters will convert the high level language that we wrote to mission level language, okay. So how this compiler will convert high level language into mission level language? Compiler can understand a specific set of rules. Every compiler, even Python will Python, not Python, if we see C, C++ and Java, these three languages have compilers, and these three have their own set of rules to write that language. So if we follow those set of rules and we write a code or a statement, that can be compiled and converted into binary level language which a system can understand. So here, programming language is nothing but a high level language, but that have a set of rules that we need to follow to write, okay. Then only it can be properly converted into binary level. So I hope you understood what is a programming language. It is also a kind of language, but we need to follow certain rules. As normally in our human language also, we used to follow some certain rules like we have nouns, pronouns, adjectives, prepositions, uh, something, certain set of rules will be there. In the same way here also we need to follow certain rules to write that code, and we that's it, okay. And if we come down the rules that we follow to write the high level language, okay, so that it can be converted either to middle level or binary level language, is known as programming language. Means we are writing a high level language by following certain rules. That is nothing but programming language, okay. Show you certain things here, right? Here I have hello.py. This is a Python code. I said no, system can understand only binary language. So let me print order of a. What is this? A is a character, but a system can understand a as a number like 97. A is 97 number, okay. If we go even further, let us convert into binary. Then what happens? System can understand this 11000001 as character A. So if we want to represent b in binary system, then we need to remember this code. Means it is how much difficult to remember all the characters, 26 characters ASCII code. Just imagine, not only characters. Characters means I mean alphabets. Let us get into numerics. What about special characters? Let me take a special character, and for this is the ASCII code. And it is okay if we remember the codes, but how to give a command by using these characters, by using this binary code? That is a big problem again. So to overcome this, we are using high level language. Here you see, this is high level language. We use it function name, that is print. We use it bin, that is also. We use ORD, that is order, and we use single quotes to represent that this is a string. How easy it is to understand, and it can understand, it can execute. That is why we are using high level languages which are very understandable to humans. By using certain rules we write it. That is nothing but programming language. And by using compiler or interpreter, it gets converted into binary level or middle level language. Hope you understood this part. Okay, that is nothing but a programming language. So here I said, this high level language that we wrote, this gets converted into mission understandable language, that is nothing but binary language, by using compiler or interpreter. What is the difference between compiler and interpreter? That is here. Difference between compiler and interpreter. Compilers are used to generate either intermediate files or object files or class files, whatever it is, or directly an executable files, that is .exe files. If you go to Linux, there is some other format. If we go to Mac OS, there will be some other format. So compilers are used to generate intermediate files which can be run. And how these files are generated? From the source code. What is this source code? Source code is nothing but the code that we wrote by using high level language. That is nothing but a program code. Whatever we write, like adding two numbers, to add two numbers, if we write a code, that is also program code. This source code get converted into binary code, and the whole source code, not single line or the two lines or three lines, the whole source code gets converted into binary code. And once it is compiled, then we can use the generated binary code again and again multiple times. That is the advantage, and it will take very less time to execute. Okay, here you can see execution time is very less, but this binary code generation time is high. It will take more time, and also it will show all the errors, whatever. If you violate the rules, that those rules are nothing but syntax rules or semantic rules that we need to follow. If you violate those rules, it will raise an error, and if you use something which is not existing, it will raise an error. Those all errors and warnings will be shown at a time, and it will create, what I said, it will create some binary code, binary files or executable files. So these files also occupy some space, right? So consumes more memory. These are the some of the advantages and disadvantages. What is the advantage? We can compile once, and we can use the compiled file, that is generated executable file, multiple times to perform the same activity again and again. There is no need of compiling again and again. Once compiled and everything is good, we can use multiple times. But at the time of compiling, it will generate a new files which occupies more space, and it will show all the errors at a time, which is so confusing to us. Okay, let us get into second part, that is interpreter. Interpreter, what it will do, it will also translate the program code, but it won't do for the whole code, source code. It will convert the code line by line, and simultaneously it will execute that code also, so that we can see the output immediately. Like if you, there is no need of compiling, no need of generating intermediate files. You run it, it will gets run, and you can it is starts generating output from the first line onwards. So it runs the code directly without compiling the whole code, no extra file generation, no except the source code will be there, right? So and it is easy. Why it is easy? Because it will show error, one error at a time. Like it will even though if there is an error, it will first starts the execution, and wherever it can counters the error, there it will stop and it will show why we are getting that error, and you can rectify that part. Okay, now where we will use these interpreters? In JavaScript and in Python we use them. Let us get into again into our Visual Studio Code. Here I have Java and here I have Python. You see here I wrote single code and I directly I am able to run it, right? But here I have Java and I am unable to run it. So I need to first compile this Java file, right? So to compile the Java file, I have a function called Java C command. This is Java C hello dot Java. So once it is done, you can see here I have .java and I created intermediate class, that is hello.class. Let me try to open it. It is unable to open it. Open anyway. Text editor. In text editor, I opened it, and here you can see. Are you able to understand what it was written here? So it is bit difficult to understand because it is in some other middle level language, or even at some points it will use even binary codes. That's why. So to run this hello.class, I will use Java command, Java hello. So here I am trying to print hello world 1, and there is no need of compiling again and again. It will how many times I want, those many times I can run it, right? Here you can see, here I compiled and here I executed the compile one. Immediately I got the output, and here also again. So we need to compile once, and if we modify the code, let me say, let me remove the one, okay, and save it. So if I try to run it, it will again showing hello world only, hello world 1, not hello world. So what I have to do, I need to again compile it, then it will you. So I compiled it again. Now hello.class is modified. So if I try to run Java hello now, then it will show hello world, no one, one is not there, you see. So if we compile once, then we can use it. If we modify the code, then again you need to once again compile it, and compilation will take some time. Means it will convert the whole code into mission understandable language or middle level language. In Java, hello.class is a middle level language, not a binary language part. In the, even the middle level language is used to execute the file. I hope you understand what is the difference between compiler and interpreter and what is a programming language. So in the next session, I will try to discuss two more things, two more regarding algorithms. After that, I will get into the Python course. Okay, please like, share, and subscribe so that others can also know about this channel and this course. Thank you very much for watching my videos.